What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Handmade and Beyond podcast. I'm your host, LL, leader of the handmadeandbeyond.com website and community. I'm a self-employed entrepreneur, an Etsy expert, and business coach who's figured out how to make my entire living with my handmade business. Each week, I'll dive into strategies and success tips to help you with your handmade business, with Etsy, and everything in between. Let's dive in. Hey everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to the Handmade and Beyond podcast. Glad to be back with you guys, hanging out with you again once today. Hopefully you guys are doing awesome. Your day's going good. We're getting ready for St. Patty's Day. Hopefully you guys are getting ready for it. I mean, COVID has really put a damper on it the last 2 years, but it's still a cool holiday nonetheless. Especially if you're like me and you enjoy, Irish food and Reubens and maybe a green beer or two, but you got to limit the green beer. It's kind of weird putting that that stuff in your body. Anyways, I saw a funny shirt the other day that said, "Kiss me, I'm vaccinated." So that's pretty cool. So hopefully you guys are getting vaccinated. I know it's a slow process, but soon enough, the world will hopefully be back to normal. But it's a good way, it's a good time rather to have an online business, so you don't have to worry as much. I know you still have to keep hammering that nail and get it to work, but hopefully you guys are making progress in your businesses and things are looking up. Either way, online business isn't going anywhere, so it's a good time now than ever to start and build your online business. And just understand that it may take a little time, but you'll get it going. I have confidence in you guys. I believe in you. So, and you're clearly listening to this podcast to hopefully help help your business grow too. So that is my hope for you, and I want to give you as much good stuff as possible to help you with your Etsy business and beyond if you want that. So today's topic is a good one. I want to talk about 5 Etsy truths. So we're going to talk about stuff that is true that maybe you're not sure if it's true or not. But I want to talk about stuff that is definitely true that maybe can help clear up some misconceptions for you in your business. All right, so let's dive right in. The first one is that your shop can get shut down overnight or without warning, shut down or suspended. So this one is true, kind of. A lot of people say you'll see on forums and wherever, a lot of people do complain that their shop was suspended or shut down without quote unquote warning. But Etsy always will give you a warning unless it's something that's super blatant. They'll tell you they'll shut it down. They always send an email. So sometimes you have a warning before they do it. If you keep doing it, then they'll shut it down. Or if it's something that's so extremely blatant, like every single one of your items in your shop is trademark infringing on trademarks, then they may just shut down your shop and not even give you a warning because it's clear that all your stuff is trademark infringing on trademarks. So the things that you have to keep in mind, and a lot of people get scared about this, but if you're following the Etsy handbook and you're doing things the right way, you shouldn't have to worry about this. So Etsy does have service level standards where they want to keep a certain level of service to benefit their buyers and protect their buyers. So what you have to keep in mind is the things that impact that, which is trademark infringement, which is a big one. Even if your products aren't trademark infringing, your keywords can be trademark infringing. So keep that in mind. Slow shipping. So if your processing times is 3 to 5 days and you're taking 3 weeks to ship your stuff, that's a problem. Bad reviews and cases against you for whatever reason are the biggest ones outside of trademark infringement that impact you. So normally Etsy does keep track of this stuff behind the scenes. So usually if you're if you're below a 1% threshold on this stuff with all your orders, then you're good. If you go above it, usually you get a warning, or if you skyrocket above it, you'll get shut down sometimes without a warning, depending on the circumstances. So just keep that in mind. If you're getting a good rule of thumb is if you're getting a bunch of trademark infringement notices and a lot of bad reviews and a lot of cases in a short period of time, that's not going to be a good thing, because unless you're shipping out a ton of orders, that is going to get you above the 1% pretty darn quick. So just do things the right way, and keep in mind of what impacts that. Keep your customers happy, and make sure you're selling quality stuff, not infringing on trademarks, and you'll be totally fine.
The people that worry about this probably for the most part shouldn't have to worry because they're doing everything the right way. But I want to talk about it because you will see that a lot of times, which creates you have people say my shop got shut down for no reason or got shut down without warning. That makes us all scared, right? Like, oh my God, am I going to wake up tomorrow and my shop's going to be shut down? No, it doesn't work like that. And just mind you that those people that have had that happen are seriously violating Etsy's policies. All right. The next one I want to talk about is shop sections matter. True. This matters a lot. And a lot of people neglect their shop sections. So, shop sections, not only filling them all out, but what goes into the shop sections that you're putting not only affects how customers perceive your shop, but it affects your SEO. That's something that the algorithm looks at. They like to send traffic to complete shops. Shops have all that have taken the time to fill out all their sections. You don't want your shop to look like a yard sale. As I always say, you want it to look like a brand, a business, an actual business where people know what they're getting. Whereas if you go to a flea market or a yard sale, it's pretty fun because you don't know what you're getting, but you don't really want to shop online that way. So keep that in mind when you're filling out your shop. The next one I want to talk about is renewal strategies no longer work. True. So if you're an OG Etsy seller like me, it used to be a strategy back in the day to renew all your stuff every week or every couple of days. Pay that 20 cents and just renew it because how it was set up, you would get an SEO boost because the algorithm would look at that as a brand new product. So they caught on, of course, as they rightly should have. So that is no longer a viable strategy. If you list something new, you still do get a slight SEO boost so the algorithm can see how it's going to perform. But if you keep renewing it, the algorithm flags it and it won't work. So don't do that. You're going to be wasting your money. I did it for quite a while and wasted a lot of money when it was a strategy that was old and outdated. So don't use that as a strategy. It's not viable and you'll end up wasting a lot of money. So just proceed with the normal, listing new stuff. And then once it sells, it'll automatically renew it, or you can manually renew it however you want it set up. But yeah, go through that process. Don't just renew it willy nilly. Unless you want to just give Etsy more money. So, I mean, but it doesn't work as far as getting more sales. The next one I want to talk about is if you it's true that if you make over $10,000 in 365-day period, you will automatically be opted into Etsy offsite ads, and they will charge you a maximum of 12% for items that sell. That is very true, and you will be opted in for the lifetime, as of now, for the lifetime of your business. So a lot of people get bent out of shape with this policy. But just keep in mind that it is not, you only get charged if something sells via offsite ads, and it's not necessarily going to be 12%. That is just the cap. That is the maximum that they will take. So in my experience and a lot of others' experiences, the offsite ads have been performing really, really well. A lot of people are getting like 7, 8, 9, 10 times return on ad spend, which is awesome. And they're doing all the advertising for you. You can't pick which ones you're advertising. They will pick them for you and then advertise on Bing, Instagram, Facebook, all those different places. And then you only have to pay once something is sold through that platform. So it's a pretty good deal. If you've ever tried to advertise on your own, there's no guarantee like that. You could end up losing a lot of money, where this, it's pretty hard to lose money, and they do a pretty good job from what I've seen. Now you can, if you make less than $10,000, you can choose to opt in or opt out of this at any time, but then your fee is 15%. So they do take a little bit more, but just so you know. The last Etsy truth I want to talk about is the first set of keywords you use in your title matter. And this is true. This is part of the Etsy handbook. So the first set of keywords, preferably a long tail keyword, which is three or more words that form a phrase, will hold more SEO search weight than the other keywords used in your title. So whatever you have at the beginning of your title holds more search weight than at the end of the title. So you want to make sure to put your highest quality, best descriptive keyword first, because that will hold the most weight. If you use something that's not really describing your item or really, really broad, that could end up hurting you because it's going to get more search weight. It's going to be put more in front of more customers looking for that under those keywords. And if it's not relevant, if it's not applying to what you're actually selling, it's going to end up hurting you and your performance. So just make sure to keep that in mind when you're setting up your listing title. All right, guys. So those were 5 truths. So hopefully set the record straight if you've heard of any of those things or doing any of those things or not doing any of those things. I want to help guide you the right way so you're not making some of the same mistakes I made early on in my journey. The last thing I want to leave you guys with, and I'm super pumped about this, super excited that I've totally changed around the Handmade and Beyond community and added an Etsy success roadmap. So the community is still the same in the fact that it has a help forum and monthly coaching calls, but the roadmap is 98% new courses designed to take you from a very beginner Etsy seller to a top 1% Etsy seller. All the courses are developed and aligned into sections, and you can jump in if you're a more advanced seller or an intermediate seller. You can skip some of the beginning courses. I recommend watching all the courses because there is some stuff in there that maybe you haven't heard of before or haven't done. So it can be beneficial for you, even if you have been selling for a little while. But it is a roadmap, a super detailed roadmap with over there's almost 50 courses in there and growing, taking you from a beginner to an advanced Etsy seller. It goes from opening your Etsy shop, growing your Etsy shop, marketing your Etsy shop, growth strategies, understanding your Etsy shop, optimizing your Etsy shop, growing outside of Etsy if you want to do that. Everything is aligned and structured in a way to take you from the bottom to the top. Easy to follow, chronological order, and I'm always adding new stuff in there, new strategies, tips, courses to help you guys out. So there's never been a better time to hop in there. It's all redesigned, all new stuff for you guys. And I look forward to helping you any way I can grow your Etsy business. The awesome part, you can still get it, test drive it for 30 days free. I'm keeping that how it is right now. That could change in the future, but there is a link below. Hop in there, test drive everything for 30 days free. I know you'll love it. Get help with your Etsy shop, dive into the help forum, ask questions, get feedback, get critiques. Let me help you, work with you to grow your Etsy business, set yourself up for success now and in the future. So I look forward to seeing you guys in there. But other than that, I will talk to you guys next week. Have an awesome rest of your day.